should be able to get our initials. And so we introduced this about, I guess, a couple weeks ago. It's from Augusta. They've developed the 21 stages of success. And so we went through each one of them. Most of y'all in this room we got the technicians, general managers, and owners. And so we got a little bit of each in this room. And so what I want y'all to do is you'll place your piece where you think you are on the board, and we'll just do it. We might have a lot on the same one. We'll see how many fit, but they're pretty small. So I think this is the game piece, or the spot, if you will. So I think they'll all fit. Just put it where you think you're at, and then I'll go get some fine tip Sharpies this week, and you can put your initials on them. So they just, little pin. They should just go on. And you just stick it right in. So we'll just go over briefly, just so y'all can hear about it and figure out where you are. So nobody in here is stage 1, even though Scott is first week. He was here all last year, so he's been here year 4. When did you leave? It was last year.
Scott, when did you work here?
Okay, what was the date? So, stages 1 is you come in, you learn in-field training with the trainer. Like Bryson just went out this year. Went through that process. So you earn 2 consecutive pay periods above P for P. Everyone's done that. Not everyone's done this though. Earn 5 online reviews mentioning your career or your work. A lot of people have, and so you might be at stage 2. You might be at stage 3. You lead 2 morning meetings. I know Robert's recently led one. Chris has. I know Jordan's led a couple. Who else has led a meeting? I know CJ has. Jeremy's done a couple. Be a trainer for a new technician, and so that's Chris. He's been training new people. Jordan's trained new folks. Elroy's done some training. So, and earn 2 profit sharing checks, and so you'll know if you've gotten that. The last one of a technician is a mentor. So guide 3 new technicians through stages 1 through 4. That one is kind of optional, but it'd be like if you're waiting for your next step, it's something you can do. And so that's the only ones I'll really explain. Jeremy and I know where we sit on it. We get told once a month where we're at, and so we know where we're at. And because no one here right now besides Jeremy or myself is in the general manager seat, so we'll save the time and go over that at a different time. Does everybody understand?
Yeah.
All right, sweet. So if everybody, let's start with Jordan, and go put your piece where you think you lie. Stick to the wall. I don't know if it goes to the wall or not. We'll find out. All right. Well, that'll help it stick to the wall because it was on the floor this morning. Velcro's not the way to go. Maybe I need to go more Velcro. Or maybe I did it wrong. Always a possibility. Get a little closer. Can you zoom in?
I will.
I'll put it somewhere. It's kind of like y'all are joining a secret society. I like it.
Was anyone else fear-mongered into buying a generator for nothing to happen?
You almost got me that day. You were very convincing. You need to be a generator salesman.
He tried to do the same thing to me.
Hey, I have almost said yes.
He's like, you got a family, you got things to think about. You getting a cut from Generac?
Did you go buy a generator?
Yeah, it was at Laurelwood. It was $200 off, brand new, so I bought it.
Worth it.
It's actually $300 off from the regular market.
So it turns out it was an Oregon, but it was like $869 or $9. It was the same class as the Generac, yeah.
Are they the same colors too?
Huh?
Are they the same colors as Generac? Orange?
I think, or red and black, yeah. All right. You adding anything else onto that, or you done?
Oh yeah, I got one more thing.
All right.
And that is just you gotta get you a pen, Jeremy. Here, somebody get Jeremy a pen. Over.
I am but the board. The team sticks himself on. Is that yours?
That's mine. I'll get yours.
No, right there.
Where's that? Right here. Yep. Stage 7 is like diversify into other things, and Jeremy and I, although we've invested in Augusta, every day we've got is pretty much in Augusta, so that's why. Is that where you want me to put you?
Where? Put me where I learned.
That's where you're at.
All right.
And then the only other thing, if y'all noticed, y'all walk in the door, we got our values on the wall, and you might have noticed, especially if you've had to remember them and recite them, we've added 2. You're like, what is that? And 1 is gone. Augusta, the corporate, this is their values that they have. A lot of ours were very similar, and instead of recreating ours onto this, I was like, you know what, let's just order from the print shop. And the values are good anyways. We embrace constant improvement. That was there. We're humble and teachable. That was also there. We walk with purpose. I like that because everybody gets paid not hourly, right? P for P. If you're not walking with purpose, very well could leave here without proper things. If you're not walking with purpose, you're probably not making the best P for P. We do more with less. Jeremy has really embraced that this year, and this year compared to last year, I mean, just amazing. He could have made his life a whole lot easier by hiring 2 extra people, buying another truck, him not getting in the field, but he decided to put himself in the field. It had a lot of other benefits. I'm sure y'all feel more connected with him this year than you were last year, and he produced BHs helping to the profit. So that profit check that you had this year, if y'all got it, a lot of that goes, or a piece of that goes to Jeremy because he helped out a whole lot making sure there was profit. We put the team and others first. I think that was one of ours as well. It was worded differently. It was team over self. So we figure things out. So all of y'all have been out there. We've got old trucks. We've got equipment that acts funny sometimes. Y'all all had to figure things out, right? You're not just gonna come across adversity. Something's not working right. Well, I'm done.
Yeah, I have we kind of don't start a power and ready.
Yeah. You gotta figure it out, right?
Say maybe you're sent to cut some 8-inch tall jasmine down to the ground, and you got to figure it out, right? Like maybe call in a mower tire, and then put a mower up there, and then get hated on.
Sometimes come with them
Yeah,
while the weed don't even start and just still.
Yeah.
Like that.
But yes, all of you all have definitely done that one.
And then we're emotional about our brand. If you've ever throughout where we live, there's big brands, right? There's Nike, there's all kinds of big brands that have emotion wrapped around them. And I think when people build something that's big, that their dreams are way bigger than what they can accomplish themselves, they incorporate other people in their dreams, you're gonna be emotional about your brand. I know me and Jeremy sure are. I know Jordan is. I know people that you end up tying up your dreams with our dreams. You can't help become emotional about it. Like, I will defend this thing to the death because number 1, it's the only way that I provide for my family. But number 2, it's really built something that is substantial. That's more like a brotherhood to me. My best friends are here, and so I'm emotional about it. I'll defend it. I'll fight for it, and I know Jeremy will too. So that's the new 7. I'm not gonna ask anybody to recite them, but that's just they're there. They're in the bathroom, and so when you go to the bathroom, they're right there in front of you. You walk in the door, they're right there in front of you. And the reason why these are so important is we hire people based upon this. We're gonna do our best to, so that we can screen people out that don't fit this mold. Being a brotherhood is aligning our values and our morals together, and then we can build each other up. We can speak truth into each other when we're not perfect, right? We're not gonna embrace every single one of these every single day. There's gonna be times when we're not, and we need to be able to lift each other up, speak to this truth, and say, hey, team over self, brother. Let's get this. I know you're tired. Let's get after it. We will promote people with these values if they're embodying them consistently. Also performance, I mean, that's just a given, you gotta perform. That's not on there, but you gotta do it. And then we will ultimately part ways with people because of this. And so, it's super important. So just wanted y'all to be able to see them, be visible everywhere, and I'll probably remind you, until you're tired of hearing about them. So, that's it.
Thanks, Brian. Brandon's doing more with less. Put that right foot in the air.
Oh, man.
Look at that thing.
We gotta get that on camera.
Oh,
That's-
it was worse than I
Ow.
thought.
That's definitely more than less.
It's because of you, Jeremy?
I've seen your checks. You should use a P for P and replace those. And I do have some tape, but, speaking of Brandon, you can stay over there, Brandon, but, this happened, this was a couple weeks ago, and, want to mention the term thinking solution oriented. If you've made a rut with a mower, don't be afraid this year, raise your hand if you've made a rut with a mower. Ooh, Robert, hold it high and proud. Elroy, I believe you. I believe Elroy hasn't. I believe that. I believe it. I believe it. So, alright. So one day, I think I was doing, I don't know if I brought y'all something or if I was just doing videos, but,
No, you brought us some.
okay,
That's true.
if you know it, okay. Alright, so, alright, I thought I saw y'all just doing the winter service videos, but I guess I brought y'all something. And this yard specifically, holds a lot of water, right? And so I rolled up, and that had happened with Brandon and Robert's crew, and I'm not happy about seeing it, right? But I'm not gonna yell, I'm not gonna curse. I'm gonna think, and I challenge y'all to think solution oriented, right? So if you go to a yard, I think this was probably their second or third time doing it. So we try to do the same yard. Sometimes you get a different list for multiple reasons, but if an error ever happens, think about what happened, what you did to lead up to that, but think about the solution. And the solution for this is take a picture, draw a line where you probably shouldn't take a mower past, and send it to CJ, get it in the job notes. So, mistakes happen, but I think it's equally as important to think about how do we, it's important to think about what caused this, but it's equally important to think about how can I help someone else prevent this. So snapping a pic, we can draw a line, edit it in there, make it very easy. And then last week, I want to go over this. This is Cam and Elroy. I want to say a couple things here. I think Elroy drives most of the time, which leaves Cam in the passenger seat. So CJ had set this up for them. A big note, run over the large weed pictured below in the backyard. Also pull the vinyl and pull by the front door pictured below. So one thing that CJ has done really good at this year that I never took advantage of is adding photos to the job. So in the note, it said run over this big weed. Really, you would probably weed eat that, not ride over it with the mower. And then to snip this vine off of the front porch. So the client was very kind, didn't ask us to come back and do it, although she had, tried to get ahead of her service and put a small request in there. So I urge y'all, the passenger, read the notes and do the timer, so that way it's not all on your driver. So a little bit of where we can improve in some small areas. What did we talk about with mowing titles last week? Can someone tell me? What are we doing?
We're not gonna change the titles, it's all gonna be in the notes now.
Yeah, so we're changing the titles to put notes in the notes section, and they can change any day, so it's important to check every single time. You never know when a customer's we're gonna add a note or we're gonna adjust a note, so make sure you always read it, or add a photo. Property notes video, so going and doing these winter service videos has made it apparent to me that I think some of y'all, I know some of y'all definitely can't see when a job note says watch a property notes video. There's a reason we went out, took a video instead of making a note. Sometimes you can't make a note based off the situation, so please request the video. So that way we can either remove that note if it's not valid anymore, or you can actually access the video. Because when a client has a video that says search their name, a note that says search their name in the property notes group, there is a video that exists. It was made before you were employed here, and you're not going to be able to see it. So just shoot me a message, I'll send it to you. And the reason it's a video is because it doesn't make sense as a note. It'd be a paragraph or what have you. So please ask.
I got a question, Jeremy.
Yeah.
So some other locations, they have switched over to uploading either to Google Drive link or YouTube video, so that you can just put the link in the notes, so that the guy can just click it, and you'll never need WhatsApp really ever again. What do you think about? What are your thoughts on that?
I think you will need WhatsApp eventually.
Yeah, I mean, as far as like project videos.
Yeah, that's a good idea. So, what y'all can do to help us make sure, do we really need to do that, is by asking the question for the video, and then we can determine, okay, is that still valid or not? So if y'all get feedback on like, hey, I've been seeing this note for months, never done anything about it, is this accurate or not? Let me know, we'll work it out. What days are we changing blades now? Monday, Wednesday. What do we need to do on Friday?
The original set, change your blade.
Everything but change your blades that you would do on Monday and Wednesday. There is 5 full days of work this week, about 35 BH per person. So I'm glad the weather seems to be dodging us, so we can certainly benefit from that. If you're pulling a trailer, alright, never mind. Who has a truck with a trailer? Alright, take your right hand out. Rotate it. Alright, you can turn the tow haul on your truck. Congratulations. So I had to make sure that all of you were capable of doing that. Rob has asked me to ask y'all, when you're pulling a trailer, put it in tow haul mode. So just wanted to make sure everyone's thumb worked in that fashion.
Yep, I'm over.
Robert cleaned all the trucks but one on Friday, so thank you, Robert. Cam and Elroy's rims are shining. Looks very good. We got one more truck to go. It's Chris and Bryson, so we'll get y'all washed here soon. That is it.
Time to slap on Christmas lights, magnets.
Yes, they're Jordan washed his truck and then lost one, so y'all please keep an eye out on that. But yes, the trucks are clean, so all of them but Chris's, we can leave them up there.
Just make sure it's a 706.
Mine was because however it was stored, this corner's been up now, so it's lost its magnification.
All right. Well, hand them out, Jordan.
Pick them up when you go out.
Just
Already
make
did.
when
Just grab
you
them on
put
your way out.
You smooth